Hello and welcome to Quake 3 Arena. My first 4 purchases of November have something to do with the games in the front. Let's start with the manuals. Here I bought a loose poster for the Italian version of Tasmania. I don't own the game and I haven't bought it. It's just that the game is so damn rare that I thought it would be wise to buy the poster. Looking for the poster when having the game seems like the much worse situation than owning the poster and looking for the game. The manual is of F1 Super Driving, which I have without manual, twice. Now I can sell one of them. Due to the bad condition of the manual, I chose the game and box in worse condition. It's good when all parts look similar. The next purchase is one to make some money. I bought a cartridge with its original box. The manual is missing. I paid 150 euros for this. Unfortunately I don't have a double manual for the game. It's NOE exclusive Brawl Brothers. Depending on how much time I need to find the manual for it, this may be a very good purchase. It also may be a huge waste of money if I don't find a manual soon. Let's see. Oh, cool, at least the card bag is original. Let's go on with the next one. Well, let's have a closer look on the box first. The condition isn't the best, but completed with the manual it will bring a good price. The remains of this sticker can easily be removed. If you have watched one or more of my videos before, you should by now know why the God's NOE-1 is here. Tada! I bought the NOE No-1. There should only be round about 10 NOE- or No- versions left that I don't have. I have 360 NOE games so far. That's like a lot. The last one is Poppin' Twinbee in the French and Dutch version. I already have it in my collection. I also have an extra copy of the game for sale. I had to buy this, because I didn't want to give people the chance to buy this version of the game cheaper than in my shop. I know that it is an asshole move, but most of the time, I am an asshole. Man, another seller with a duct tape fetish. Fuck you. I will now cut more than 1 minute off, because I can't open it in a reasonable time. Look at the low quality of the protector. I would never use it for my own games. I will put them into a shelf, and when I sell a boxed game, I take one of those shitty protectors and add it to the sold game for additional protection. Poppin' Twinbee French/Dutch version is a rare game. If you can find it, buy it. Holy shit, another one of those sellers who completely trust the post companies with the safety of their shipping methods. Shipping a boxed game in just a paper envelope, bubble wrapping or not, is just careless. Sometimes the sellers put the games in a cardboard protection and then into the paper envelope. That's fine, but with this one I have a bad feeling.
Fuck.
Holy shit. Again. I just cut into the box. I mean, it's only a Lion King, but the Italian version isn't easy to get. You see? The game got squished, because of the bad packaging, and that's why I cut into the box. The lid was squished open. I don't know if that is a word that exists. To squish something open. I filed a complaint and the seller refunded me almost the complete price for the game. But I won't add a game like this to my collection. I have standards. Now I have to sell it again. What a waste of time, energy and money. Look at this. This is a purchase from the United Kingdom, so it had to undergo customs treatment. See all those stickers on the box. 12 stickers on the front. Let's open up this fucker. Wow, after it took me almost a minute to open up this fucker, I finally made it. This is a nice purchase from my perspective. We've got here a game that I didn't own before, the Flintstones, the Treasure of Sierra Madrox, and an upgrade in condition for the Flintstones. Both UK versions. When I sell games, and I'm about to pack them, I never use duct tape to completely tighten the filling material to the game. What is it good for? I just wrap the game inside the filling material, so that it can't move inside the shipping box, during the shipping process I mean. I've never ever had a complaint about the way I packed my game. And as you can imagine, I have sold literally thousands of games in my life as a collector and reseller. Man, look at the nice condition. But first, let's see which versions of both Flintstones games I have. The number is not that high, and it won't go up much in future, because there are not many versions left. The only additional version that I know of, is the French/Dutch version of Flintstones. Do you know what's funny? When I show you a game of my collection, that has a very bad condition, I usually do it because I found a better copy of the game. When I watch the video footage I made afterwards, the bad game always looks better than it is in reality. So when you see me ranting about that bad condition of a game, and you think, man, this dude is a psycho, the old game isn't that bad. Then remember this, it looks better in the video than in reality. Overall I am very happy with the condition of both new games. But still, there is this sour taste the purchase left. Nowadays many sellers advertise their games as new condition, even if they clearly are not. These two Flintstones are perfect examples. Yes, sure, they look great and all, but definitely not even close to new. Why not choose very good condition in your listing? Why pick as new? It's not as new. I think it's the sweet money that those greedy cunts want to make by pretending that they are selling a new and mint copy of a game. Oh boy, I love the next purchase. It will satisfy one of my biggest collecting fetishes, the original receipt of the 90s. And to me it's a difference, if the game I get a receipt for, is a great game or not. I care much more for a Zelda or Mario receipt than for a soccer game receipt. And the game is Lufia. Lufia is a great game, at least I think so, because if I am honest, I have to say that I haven't played it yet. But it's the fame of the name of the game that makes this receipt more valuable for me. While opening the protector in the game, I noticed three things. First, the quality of the protector case is very good. The material is tougher than what I am used to. Second, the condition of the Lufia box is great, maybe I can upgrade the one from my collection. And third, the cartridge tray is a fake one, but the quality is the best that I have seen so far. I gotta ask the seller, where he bought those. Ah, and here we got it, the receipt. It's the 80th original receipt I have. €210 well spent. Holy shit. Another one of those sellers who truly believe that the post companies don't harm the shipments. Let's see if we are lucky and the game is intact. Yep, lucky me. The game has not been squished. Here I bought the French/Dutch version of Batman Returns. The condition isn't the best, but I found it on the German eBay site and it was sold for the regular German price of the game, round about 55 euros. That is excellent, because the French/Dutch version is way more expensive. In this condition it's still a 3-digit price. I have seen copies in very good condition selling at 300 euros. So for now I am happy to have this game in good condition. If I find it in better condition one day, then I will be happy to sell this for a much higher price than 55 euros. At this point in the video, I wanted to tell you that the French/Dutch version is the last version missing of Batman Returns. But I chose to check the statement first, so I looked for an Australian version, and unfortunately there is one. Man, I hate Australian games. Sometimes I also check professional sellers for games. Rarely they have good titles or good prices. In this case I ordered at the Dutch retro game store called Dutch Game Boys. I found 2 boxed games for my collection and a cartridge that I need to complete an incomplete game. And then this happens. He clearly states on his website that Tiny Toons is an NOE card and in his photo it shows an NOE card, but what I receive is a French/Dutch card. I will not put this card in my German box with the German manual and pretend that I didn't know, or shit like that. I don't want to scam my customers. I often see listing that include games with the wrong manual or the wrong card, and then I think, why would sellers deceive their paying customers? So I filed a complaint. The seller offered a full refund, but I just wanted a partial refund. I am not a monster. I almost forgot that I also ordered this Donkey Kong Country 3 manual UK version. I ordered a loose box of the game some weeks ago and now I got the missing manual. That was quick. The rest of the order isn't worth mentioning, but I do it anyway. NHLP a Hockey 93 French/Dutch version and Incredible Test Dummies UK version. What is this shit? A Zelda GameCube manual? Nintendo Wii manuals? What the fuck? A Nintendo 64 game in bad condition? Another Nintendo 64 game in bad condition? Oh, and an additional box inside the bigger box. And it's even taped. Man, there must be stuff of great value inside. It's Jungle Book for Super Nintendo. And what is this? 2 cards and an empty box of a GameCube controller. Or maybe it isn't empty? It's full of shit. I probably will never use anything of this shit. Except for this consumer information leaflet. And this PGA Tour manual. After opening this purchase, I went to check what I was high on, when ordering all this shit, and how much of my hard-earned money I wasted on it. And then I saw that I didn't even buy the Jungle Book game. The seller either gave it to me by mistake or as a gift. Either way I'm fucking happy. I like free stuff. And the game even was in SCN version with Bergsala flyer and consumer information leaflet and original cartridge bag, too. Lucky me. This was a listing that I found as soon as it was listed. And it seemed to be a very good offer. 19 boxed Game Boy Advance games, and some loose cartridges for the original Game Boy and Nintendo 64. I am not an expert on Game Boy Advance, and I know that most games aren't worth much, but 19 boxed games and the other stuff for €100? I had to decide quickly, because every second you hesitate, other buyers get the chance to buy it. So I went for it and bought it. I checked all games and most are shit. My conclusion is that I will earn some money when selling all the games, but not that much that it was really worth it. Look at all those crappy children's games. Who would want to play them? Did some father hate his own children when buying all this? Or did someone hate themselves? Like I hate myself? Is it some kind of sadistic torture method? Maybe this is what hell looks like. You have to play Tirish Wild forever and ever. Haha, and then, at the end, the PlayStation 4 game, The Evil Within 2, pops out. Funny. For Nintendo 64, there were 4 cartridges included. Mario 64 and 3 trash games. The good thing is, that I found the motivation to look for a Nintendo 64 console to sell this shit off. The sticker of the cartridge is gone. I don't own a Game Boy Advance to see which game this is. Fuck it. Oh, no, one of those guys again. A second paper envelope inside the first paper envelope. That will be totally safe. The first glimpse on the game shows me that this one got squished during transport. Oh, yeah, look here. It's squished. The box got severe damage due to bad packaging. Look at this side. The impact of whatever it was caused the glue to loosen. This will require some repair work. I don't understand the seller. First, he let me pay €5 for shipping. For my international viewers, I have to tell you that €5 is the expensive way of shipping in Germany. For €5 he could have put the game into a solid box with up to 2 kilograms of weight. But he chose to send it as a letter for €2.70. When I file a complaint, what will he think? Was all this trouble worth the €2.30 he saved? Second, the game didn't have a cart tray. So why not just flatten the box before shipping it? What have we here? It looks interesting. It looks like a motherfucking demon's crest. Pierre le Chef. French/Dutch version. It has a little sun fading on one side, but the most important thing is that it is complete with the poster. The more experienced collectors of you have already noticed that this box can't be original. The colors simply look different from the original. Trust me, I didn't buy this by mistake or got scammed. The thing is, that the box may be a shitty reproduction, or like I used to call them, the Polish version, but manual and cartridge are original. And that can only mean one thing: I have a loose box lying around. Here it is, the original box. The condition isn't very good. But the condition of the manual isn't very good, either. So that makes them a perfect match. I bought and completed the game just for reselling purposes. I have a copy of it in slightly better condition in my collection. Of course I do. The French/Dutch version of Demon's Crest is rare. Holy shit, is it rare. Many people don't even know that it exists. When you follow my videos, you'll quickly realize that I rarely buy consoles or complete collections, including consoles. But I did that in the past. A lot. So in the past I bought a lot of consoles, and because I was too lazy to sell them off, my storage room was full of consoles and stuff. But now I am currently busy solving this problem. I am selling off all this old shit. And because I found out that I don't have many TV cables, I bought 10 new ones. Here we got one more of those tape lovers. Man, some people love their tape. This purchase was spontaneous. I saw this offer of a Mega Man X in US version in very good condition for only €130 including shipping. I thought that it might look good next to all my PAL Mega Man X games. But man, as a collector you got to have your limits. I decided to try to sell it again, because collecting US games is dumb, at least from my point of collecting. I've bought some more US games in very good condition, but I will sell them, too. But first I gotta get them. This purchase isn't that interesting, because I bought it to complete a Metroid big box that I have lying around. Metroid is very expensive right now, and that's why I want to list an auction of 5 big boxes. I found out that my double Metroid didn't have a cart, so I had to buy one. I bought a Metroid cart some weeks ago, but the seller didn't ship the game to me. What a scam. I'll show you the big box. The condition of it is good overall, but as I said, no manual, no cartridge tray. The player's guide is in much worse condition than the one I bought here. What is this? A manual? A cartridge? What the fuck? This dumb seller sent me a boxed Super Metroid US version in a fucking paper envelope? Jesus Christ, the game doesn't even have a cartridge tray, so why not just unfold it? Good God, nothing happened. Paid €60 for it, which is a great price I think. I've already bought a manual, but it will be shipped from the United States, so we will see me unpacking it in the episode of December. Check this out. A letter from Australia. Look at all the stickers on the envelope. And look at this scam. German customs want €2.45, but the criminals from DHL charge an extra €6 for it. Scammers, criminals. Here I bought some consumer information leaflets in Australian version. I hate it when I have to buy other stupid stuff with those leaflets. What can I do with an Australian manual for the Nintendo 64 console? Or a manual for Super International Cricket? The problem is, that the moment you buy a single game, that is not complete with cart bag or consumer information leaflet, you have to get them somewhere else. So you either buy loose ones or buy games that you already have, in order to take out their bags and leaflets and sell the rest again. Personally, the next purchase is great. I bought another game with an original receipt from the 90s. It's the 81st original receipt that I have. So in total that is round about 1 in 20 games of my collection are with such a receipt. This is FIFA International Soccer, French/Dutch version. The game does not include a manual, but I already bought one from a Spaniard, where I bought some nice additions for my collection. So stay tuned for my December episode. As you can see, the condition is really nice. But the condition of the one from my collection is very nice, too. Sometimes it's hard to determine which one is better. It would have been great if the purchase of the receipt would have come along with a quality upgrade or a dust bag, but well, you can't have it all. In this case a consumer information leaflet French/Dutch was included. That's great. Here's the receipt. The next game is probably not that interesting. I bid on it and wondered that I won the auction. I got it for €19 only. Now I'll try to sell it more expensive and I will keep the original dust bag that came with it. That's the not so nice part of hardcore collecting. Okay, here we got 4 boxed games from Spain. 2 of them will be great additions for my collection and 2 of them will be used for their consumer information leaflets. The first game is Choplifter 3, nice condition, it's for my collection. The second one is Earth Defense Force. I don't possess the Spanish version of the game yet, but due to its horrible condition, I will not add this copy. I have standards. Third game is called Super Strike Gunner, which is very rare. And finally Super Tennis ESP-1, which still has the ripped open seal around its box. But it has some sun fading and the one from my collection is much better preserved. So I'll just take the advertisements and the consumer information leaflet out and sell the rest. Strike Gunner is complete with dust bag and consumer information leaflet. Maybe you have wondered why I would buy a game in a condition like this copy of Earth Defense Force. You can't imagine how hard it is to get those Spanish consumer information leaflets. I would literally buy a bag of dog shit if it comes complete with those leaflets. At first I thought that this shitty copy of Earth Defense Force came with 2 Spanish consumer leaflets, but it turns out that one of them is for US games. But still totally worth it. The last purchase of November is okayish, I guess. I've tried to buy the UKV of Metal Marines for a long time, but it's so expensive. People want 200 or even more than 300 euros for it, depending on the condition. Now I found a copy of the game on the German eBay. The condition isn't the best and the poster isn't included. But for only 50 euros including shipping, that I had to pay for it, I couldn't say no. And I am 100% sure that I will get more money for it, when I sell it one day. So for the time I am happy with it, even though I bend my own rules a bit for this game. Man, with only a bit more than 30 minutes, this month's episode was very short. I hope that I'll see you for the next episode again.